We spent all night acting out WWF wrestlers, pretending to be The Rock on the top rope, doing his famous dance, doing the worm like too cool, and wearing our parents' chaleco like Stone Cold Steve Austin, not knowing that our lives would change forever after that night. Before I explain what happened, you need to know who Gilberto Rodriguez is, nicknamed El Mono. Mono is teddy bear in Spanish, and it fits him very well because he is a very patient, adorable, loving, empathetic, and beautiful person. My grandma nicknamed him Mono. Rest in peace, Grandma. My brother Mono and I grew up 11 months apart. We were basically twins and definitely best friends, along with my sister Celeste, my brother Juan, and my cousin Jacob. It was incredibly hard to process the news that we received. Mono, my best friend, my brother, was very ill and he would not be coming home. My parents packed our bags and took us to my aunt's house because that would be our new home for the next few weeks and months. We were sad, we were confused, and we were scared. It really felt like walls were closing in for my family. It literally felt like life was ending. Absolutely no light at the end of the tunnel. My father was forced to quit his job to be available to be with Mono day and night. And my mom had to take on a graveyard shift at a warehouse so she could be available to be with Mono and attend to us during the day. That led to Christmas with no gifts, difficulty putting food on the table, past due bills, and eventually bankruptcy for my parents. The nightmare that we were living in was in the 1%, which means that only 1% of humans go through this type of devastation. And living below poverty level made it incredibly more difficult to get through the situation because of lack of resources, lack of access, lack of healthcare, etc. At that moment, my family, my parents, my sister, my brother, Mono, myself, none of us knew that being in that 1% of devastation, of incredible pain, of lack of resources, of living in poverty, of absolute despair and hopelessness would end up being our lifelong advantage. We now live in the 1% of courage, bravery, love, support, family centricity, empathy. And that started to reveal along the way. Mono went through many surgeries, at times 12-hour surgeries as an 8-year-old child. There was many heartbreaking moments where he asked my parents if he was going to die. But he claimed victory and he recovered like an absolute warrior at 8 years old. He went through 2 years of chemotherapy where he experienced very difficult moments, side effects. Not just that, but we experienced, and he firsthand experienced, a lot of his friends from the hospital pass away and not be able to make it. A lot for an 8-year-old to take in. He claimed victory and he recovered, where he developed into a very intelligent teenager, wise beyond his years, a fun and happy person to be around. As teenagers, we were glued together. He grew a very big passion for house music, where he became one of the original members for a local house music promoter here in El Paso, Texas, SMG Events, where he personally handed out flyers for big name raves for DJ Tiesto, Armin van Buuren, Cascade, and at the time, up-and-comers like Felix Cartel. He was always the go-to person for great music. He graduated high school, and that's when he met the love of his life, Jasmine. He loves her like a delicate flower, and she reciprocates the love. Their love is beautiful to witness. As an adult, he developed into a people leader and a mentor for the people he leads at the company he works for, and even for his family. My mom has said it plenty of times that Mono is basically her mentor, her psychologist, her friend. He's just someone that you can count on to give you great advice and give you a very unique perspective on life that's very refreshing, mature, and one of a leader. That deep resilience, courage, and bravery that was built decades ago emerged as needed a few weeks ago when Mono was rushed to the hospital and needed emergency surgery. It's incredible to think that 24 hours before his surgery, he was leading his team, serving his team, being available for them, even going through his health issues, because that's the type of person he is. He's a servant leader. He battled through 2 surgeries in a 48-hour span. He never quit. He remained positive every second of the way, and he pushed to get better every single minute so he can go back with his wife and be with his family. His infamous smile never went away, and he is now successfully recovering. It is important for you to know the takeaways of this captivating story. Devastating events, devastating traits, and elements of your life can always be turned into life strengths. It can be the advantage that you have in life, the unique factor, the God-given talent. And Mono is a perfect example. He has done it better than anyone I know. Last, celebrate the people that you love, especially your family, your friends, your loved ones. Do it while they are alive. And that's the objective behind this video. I want to celebrate my brother's beautiful life, and I want to share this amazing story. This story of a warrior, of a beautiful soul, of someone who deserves to be celebrated. I want to share with the world, and I recommend you all do the same. Thank you all very much for watching this video. We just finished celebrating Mono's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
So leave him a happy birthday comment below. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this story, and subscribe for more content. Have a beautiful day.